Hello there. Nighttime Blockade Burn has joined the chat once again. And today I'm going to be looking at a rather dark item itself. I finally managed to get Void Drive. This only took about 20,000 lives or so to get, so not too many. That's a lot. Especially when you don't have the said speed that the Void Drive gives you to rebirth with. It takes a minute or two. But yeah, if you don't know already, this item is it's a little good. Let's just take a basic iron mine, for example, and put it right in there. And then have a basic furnace at the end. Whoa, that's such a good multiplier. Isn't that so great? I will never use this item again. Is what some would say if that's all they did. Now what you want to do is take a conveyor, preferably a lot of them, and just do that. I'm absolutely amazed that none of those got stuck in any way. Or broken. Put a basic furnace there. And then you take a big bad blaster, for example, and you just go, ugh. And oh, it tanked it. So do that a few more times. And they will always tank it. And the next thing you know, your ore is worth 22 billion. Is what that said. Let me just put a ramp there, for example. And yeah, you know, billion times multiplier just from a few lines of big bad blasters, except this can get a lot better. So let me add a few more. Oh, trillion. Decent. And for me, I have 3 hydros, which is pretty terrible for my life. So I'll go ahead and add those, because these are by far the greatest item in Miner's Haven. Oh, QN, that's a little high. And you can make this even... So this time, let me take the Void Drive and put it all the way at the end. And add a few more conveyors, because we can make this even stronger. Take a few more big bad blasters, just because, and let's see how truly strong we can make this, just with a single line. No, I don't have 22 hydras or 30 hydras or 10,000 hydras because I'm not a duping loser. But I'll work with what I got. Also, this thing works with it, so I'm going to apply this to the end of the setup, for example, and I should get about sextillions. Or high QNs, that works too. But that's off of an iron mine, so it's about, for me, with a rather poor hydra luck example, I'm still getting about a sextillion multiplier with this. And this was after the nerf, because let's just say this thing used to work with Teslas if you were to replicate glitch it. So basically, your entire setup, if you had duped hydras to boot with it, you could get like, you know, 30,000 reborns a day easily, just easily. And your setup could literally be not only under a minute, but this is the main feature of your setup. It's just this, which, needless to say, was slightly overpowered. So, luckily, after 2 weeks of this thing existing, they finally nerfed it. I'm just going to get a slightly more valuable mine, for an example, and see how much I end up making. Non-nillions for Newtonium, which is pretty understandable. Now the ores are really blasting all over the place because these ores aren't weighted down. Needless to say, the example I'm giving off is that they're good. I'm going to try another example. I'm going to try another blaster line. Do I even have enough dragon glass blasters? Yeah, forget these are actually kind of rare. I actually do not. Not for a full line. Obviously this won't be as good, but I'm just curious. For the sake of making this slightly better, I'll put 2 hydras here. Or I'll use all of my hydras. And if I just so much as click this once, a lot of hell is unleashed. It actually looks like I'm getting more, to be honest. Because I was just getting... Huh. I mean, it's not a big difference, but it's measurable. Okay, well that's enough of that example. How does it work in a setup? Especially in a setup that's going for speed when you're near the top rebirth price like I am. I'm very close to it. Alright, here's my current setup. Now, just as a disclaimer, I can make this shorter if I want to, because I'm making considerably more than the actual price that I need. But I'm waiting until I get the Crystallized Shrine evolution and just a few more Reborns in general before I change anything. It'd be nice if I could get some more Dragon Blasters, because Hydras are pretty good. Also, as a disclaimer, my 50k life skip video will be the last one I make of that, at least until 100k. So I'll just go by my setup normally right now. I try to use mostly fast conveyors for this example. Of course, I got my best item in here, the Walrus Blaster. It looks so good. I don't know why past Blockade was so damn bad at even telling you what the upgrader actually does, but he is. So future Blockade is going to tell you right now. The Void Drive has a 100 times multiplier. And basically, you have 5 seconds to have your ores tank as many upgraders that would otherwise kill them as possible in order to get the most juiciest upgrade. This doesn't work with Teslas, this doesn't work with the Void Star, so this is what you want to have at the very end of your setup. That is exactly what the item does. So, Big Bad Blasters, Schrodinger's, or Intercriminator, that works. And after the final upgrader has been used, all you want to do, or at least all I want to do, is just place the shortcake teleporter there, yes. And just let it go. And with this, I currently get TOTGNTL, which is like 5 more suffixes than I need, I believe. So I could definitely shorten this and probably get sub 2 minutes, but the main point of this was to show off the Void Drive, because without this, I probably wouldn't have even skipped 20 lives. And with this item alone, I can easily skip 20 lives. Like, it's not even like a hard thought. Just W. Here it is. Might as well show one more example. It couldn't hurt. And they are on their way. Let's see how G they are. Oh, wow, it's the exact same thing. 20 skip ease. Oblivion Weaver, you say? I can finally get that crappy furnace, the crappy enchanted one. Anyway, though, let's go look at the requirements for the said Void Drive that took me a hot minute to get. I'll just place it there for now while it makes a rather daunting noise. What was that noise? Okay, let's see. You need 1,000 shards of life, an eternal limble, Crystallized Shrine, 3 of them, 2 Void Stars, the Dangle Dart, an Oblivion Weaver, which is harder than you would think to get usually. That is if you want it. 59 Vampire Shores, and 10 Overlord devices. Honestly, for how good of an upgrader it is, I think it should be a little harder to make. Just gonna throw that out there. Is it the hardest game in the item? Is it the most toughest item in the game to craft? I would say so, yeah. Is it worth it though? Yes. Now let me go ahead and forge this pile of poopy. That was quite the noise. This upgrader, excusing the stars for example, and the Teslas, this is the best upgrader in the game. Easy. Not even a close second place. It is that good. Literally, just take a Gargantuan Mine, and I'll just use my 3 Hydras. Well, that'd be a poor example, because it would usually there would be a good chance of tanking that anyway. But it's like, this is without even, like, anything. It's just and just, like, it is so good. Why did people complain, and by people I mean the top lives, complain about this item getting nerfed? Like, honestly, you should be damn happy that it wasn't nerfed even harder, because it is still incredible. But yeah, the Void Drive is the best item in the game in terms of just overall basic upgrading. And my ping just shot up to 10,000, so I think that's a great time for this video to end. Thank you all so much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you in another video pretty soon. Oh, it will reach 2,000 ping. That's just nothing. But yeah, that has been my overview of the Void Drive. So I hope you enjoyed it. And Dark Block A is on his way out. Did that look good?
Have you got the Void Drive?
Yes, I finally got it.
Nice.
No, I just
I
made a
only-
video on Void Drive without owning it, just like everybody else.
Yeah.
I'll pull a laser, dude.
He just
I have-
borrowed my account.
I
That's-
only
that's
have
not-
like
Bannable.